While as hype builds around a possible Khamzat title reign, not everyone's sold. Din Thomas isn't shy about it. He thinks if Khamzat wins, it could be disastrous for the division. His take? There's just no guarantee he will be reliable as a champ. The guy has struggled to make it to fights before, and Din says what a lot of fans have been secretly wondering, is this fight with Du Plessis even going to happen at all? Michael Bisping gave his take on the situation. Let's dive in.
That is a fair point by Din Thomas. Now, Khamzat Chimaev hasn't been the most reliable guy. The reality is, when you look at his record here on Tapology, he has pulled out of 6 fights. Now, of course, he was supposed to fight Robert Whittaker. That was supposed to go down in June 2024, ended up going down in October. He was supposed to fight Paulo Costa. He was supposed to fight Nate Diaz. That's 3 cancelled bouts. And there's 3 fights with Leon Edwards. Now, first of all, the 3 fights with Leon Edwards, that was probably because of COVID. That was 2020 and 2021. I can't remember the exact details, but fights were dropping off left, right, and center because of COVID. So forget about those 3. The one with Nate Diaz, yeah, okay, he couldn't make weight. So then they brought in Kevin Holland instead. So he did fight somebody. Okay, the fight with Nate Diaz was cancelled, but he did make it to the octagon. And then Paulo Costa, I can't remember what happened there. 6 fights, according to Tapology, that he fell out of.
Talking middleweight division, Reinier de Ridder is officially in the conversation, and he's stirring the pot. After having trained with both Khamzat Chimaev and Dricus Du Plessis, RDR made a bold statement. Khamzat would actually be the easier fight to prepare for. According to de Ridder, Khamzat's style is more predictable. You can bring in solid Dagestani or Chechen wrestlers and simulate his game. But Dricus? Completely different beast. RDR says DDP's style is awkward, unorthodox, and just plain weird, which makes him way harder to prepare for, even if Khamzat might be the bigger name. After his big win over Robert Whittaker, RDR's stock jumped, but maybe not quite high enough to lock in that title shot. It's a big win over Whittaker, no doubt, but without a finish, the title picture's still unclear. We need to see how Bohalio versus Imavov plays out first. That said, stylistically, Reinier's a nightmare matchup for anyone. He's got that funky striking that throws off rhythm, and once it hits the mat, his high-level jiu-jitsu takes over. Whether it's Dricus or Khamzat holding that belt, RDR might be one of the most dangerous, under-the-radar threats in the entire division. Yeah, his performance against Rob might not have been the most impressive, but it's Robert Whittaker after all.
He would be like an easier guy to prepare for. Not that he is an easier fight, but is more of a typical style. I can bring a couple of Dagestanis and a couple Chechens in who wrestle pretty similar to Khamzat. He boxes pretty cleanly, like boxing style. So yeah, that is not that spectacular. It's spectacular. It's not that special in a sense that it's not as weird as Dricus is, you know. So it'll be harder to prepare for him, but he might, if he wins, he might be the bigger name. But in my mind, I'm fighting both those guys in the next 6 to 9 months.